everybody. It's an unboxing time. I hope that this is the kit for the new project I was telling you about. Take four. Yes. Okay. Here she is, my little elf baby. And find a her head. She's my next project. Oh, you've got to see. I cut my hair really, really short this week. And I have a reason for that, which I discussed in a video when I got back online again. And she came with a body, little tiny thing. She's about 12 inches when she's all put together. She's a little tiny little elf. One tiny little foot. I mean, her leg is hardly as big as my cell phone. Oh, and by the way, my phone is on one of these things. I got two of them so that when that one breaks, I'll have a backup. Because I'm really hard on tripods for some reason. Okay, here we go. And I said she's got little tiny, tiny hands and feet. That's real size. I mean, she's just barely as big as the cell phone. This would be fun to paint. There's her other little arm. Very tiny little thing. It won't take as long to paint as my bigger dolls. I've got another doll on the way as well. It's a Liam sculpt. And this one is a woodland elf, I think, or something like that. Anyway, it's an elf type. I forget the actual sculpt. And so the other thing that I ordered, I got me some more detailing brushes. The last set that I sent off for wasn't packaged as well as this, and when it got here was kind of busted up, and there was only like two of the 8 brushes in that set that had gotten to me without being busted. So I needed to send it to some. So now maybe I can be able to paint the hair better. This one's got one that's kind of Kind of weird looking. Let's see. That one's a little bit. Yeah. It didn't get busted though. So, anyway. And the other thing, this one was a present for my boyfriend, because he sometimes has to use a cane, and I thought he would like to have one that he could stick in his backpack to take with him when he goes to work, so if it ends up being a bad day, all he has to do is unfold it, and there it is. And I like this. I think I'm going to order one like it for me, because I have to be on a cane all the time when I leave the house. And I have one that I can have in my purse, you know, fold it up. And it's got a little stuff bag, so he can stick it in the bag. And there. Isn't that neat? That's one of those. I've been wanting to get another one for him anyway, because he had one here a while back and ended up losing it for some reason when we were out somewhere. I set it down and he didn't think about it, and somebody picked it up and walked off with it. So now he's got a new one. Patrick, here's your...
Oh! Well, let me take a look at it.
Thought you'd like it.
Well, let me take a look at it. Don't know if I like it if I ain't seen it.
But anyway, and I've also got an order in the way of tripod type things for my phone. I've got one of those things that hangs off of the neck, so that I can do point of view videos when I'm like wandering around, and that'll help me make my live streams better as well. And another thing that's coming into my doll collection, it's not a reborn, but when I was a little girl, and this is not the same brand name, so it is not going to look like my Abigail. But when I was a little girl, I had a walkie-talkie doll that was 3 foot tall, and she had eyes that when you laid her down, she closed her eyes and went to sleep. And if she got turned upside down, she would cry, "Mama!" And she walked with me. And she was 3 foot tall and wore a toddler size 3 clothes from about it was like 1959 or 1960 when I was given this doll. I was about 4 years old. And so the latest the doll was made was 1960. And I have a doll book for It's either Hasbro or Ideal dolls that from like the early 1900s to about 1970. Shows all the dolls that they made, and they had a similar kind of doll, but not the same one. And I've been looking for that doll forever and ever and ever. And because when I had, my mom got rid of it after my brother had, when he was a baby, he got a hold of it and started swinging it and whacked it up against his card table leg, and it busted the back of the doll. It had it was that made, the body of it was made with hard plastic, and had a voice box in it. So this doll that I'm getting is a wispy walker that is a newer doll, and it doesn't have the black hair that my doll had. My doll had black hair and blue eyes. This one has blonde hair and blue eyes. But I'm adding her to my collection. So I'm still looking for a doll like Abigail. But this one will be named Alice, I think. I've kind of been thinking about naming her Alice. And she's just she doesn't represent anybody. She's just a doll, and just part of my collection. And she's really, because I had one that was a walker doll when I was a young girl, and I have missed having that doll ever since my mom got rid of it. And that doll was my favorite doll. My dad had given it to me when I was sick, and it was like my birthday when he gave it to me, and I was really, really sick, and I didn't. We had just moved from Mississippi to Tulsa when he gave it to me, and my sister, who was two and a half years old, had just been born not too long before that. So so I was about 4. I wasn't quite 5 when I got it, because we had just moved into the house over on the north side of town. So she was my favorite doll, and I can remember when I was little bitty, the thing that I wanted most in the world, and it stayed with me all my life, was that I wanted to be a mother. And Abigail was my baby. She was my doll. That was more than any of my other dolls, any of my other toys. She was special to me. And the other thing that I had that was special, I passed down to my little brother when he was born, and that was a panda bear stuffy. And so as an adult, the first thing I did was I started a stuffy collection. And then I started my doll collection back up. Of course, my mom really thought I was an idiot for having a doll collection, so I was an adult. But I've always enjoyed having my dolls. Anyway, I'm blathering now, so I'm going to get off of here. It is really good to be back online, and I'm glad I've got the lighting better right now. And I'm getting a light ring for this thing also, so that's going to help on the days when it's really dim. I hated it. My first video coming back online was so dark. But my email, my mailing address, and my Patreon page are all in the description below. If you want to get in touch with me, that's how. If you want to see something really cute, if I can get it set just right. Mischief is guarding the reborns. And this was so cute that he's been doing that all day. And this morning, I decided that I would love to have a picture of that because he was so cute. He was got up in there in the chair with the reborns and took a nap, just guarding them. They're his babies too, and it's the cutest thing in the world. He has decided they're his babies. They're his kids. He doesn't necessarily like regular kids because they're there have been kids who have been mean to him when he was a little puppy, so he's not real good with kids anymore. There's a couple of kids that he likes, but most kids he doesn't. So he's got his reborn babies are his kids, and he's my fur baby, and Mr. Cookie Monster's in the dining room. So anyway, and there's Patrick, and I will talk at you guys later. Bye bye.